73 Super Sport 4-speed hatch car.
All right, and here's what year is this?
It's a 73 Super Sport 4-speed hatch car.
And how long has it been sitting here?
6-8 years.
Oh, okay, not that long. In the grand scheme of things.
I was backing it in and the power steering almost broke or something leaked last time I drove it.
And when
73 is the only year you can take the bumper and grill and stuff off and convert it back to 68 to 72.
That's what I've heard.
It still has these fillers, whereas it's got that louvered panel in the front.
So I mean, it's just being in storage has made it dusty and dirty. So like 2004 or 5 you put it away?
Like that. I don't even remember.
Yeah.
I had that. I drove it. I got this running.
And this year,
56 Chevy that I bought in Colorado Springs, Colorado, 1975. It's a Utah car. Original paint. It's got its bumps and bruises, but has a 67 Chevelle, 300 horse, 327. It's got a Muncie 4-speed. 1962 Offenhauser aluminum intake with a 69 Z28 carburetor.
Ooh.
It's got a 69 Nova 10-bolt posi rear end.
And this thing was driven in here, right, you said?
Oh, it should run.
Yeah.
I haven't driven it in a couple years, but...
That's all right.
It's got basically Chevelle disc brakes in the front. It's got the Nova posi rear end in it. It's got a new stainless fuel tank that costs as much as what I paid for the whole car back in the day.
Very rare tall-finned Cal Customs valve covers.
No vent holes. 67 at PVCs through the back of the block into custom-made stuff, so it still PVCs into the intake like it should.
Okay. That's really cool. And this one, I mean, this is probably one of your newer G bodies that you have.
I haven't driven it in probably 10 years. 87 Grand National Buick T-top car.
And
everything all original.
Last year, 87. And it's not a GNX, it's just a GN, right?
It's just a Grand National.
But it's got T-tops.
Supposedly the T-top cars are reasonably rare. They only made like, I'm going to say 1,500 of them or something like that with T-tops.
Okay.
Point being, with the Grand National, they always worried about them flexing. T-top cars were actually worse.
Mm-hmm.
When I traded an 86 or 7 Monte Carlo Super Sport for this. I had 2 hoods. I told the guy I was keeping the cowl induction hood. He got pissed, so he kept the extra bracing, hot rod bracing that was to go behind the seat.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it, I don't need it. 86 Camaro.
Yep.
305 4-barrel 4-speed automatic. Shipped here from the LA area. It's never been driven in the winter. I bought the car for my daughter for her 16th birthday. She came home from school. It was sitting there with a big red ribbon around it.
Oh.
She drove it for a little while. It used too much gas for a 16-year-old kid, so I bought her a Beretta instead.
That's awesome. And then I know this isn't your car, so... But
as you can see by the license plate, it's sat here since '99.
Yeah.
I know the guy that owns it, but he's just not interested in getting it out.
It's unfortunate, but you got a few cool cars stashed in here, to say the least. And like I said, most of them should be able to run fairly easily when you're ready to get them out.
Well, it's been a while for each one of them, but each one of them got backed in here.
Yeah.
My Corvette in 73 Z28 that I got was sitting in the empty 2 spaces or whatever.
Okay.
So.
And then you got a few spare engines lying around.
Everything from a 265 that came out of the fourth car that I ever owned. It's an overboard 265 power pack.
Yep.
Made my 56 Chevy pretty tough for what it was.
That's cool. And then yeah, there's big blocks, there's small blocks, there's inline 6s, and there's even 2 or 3 Hemis hanging out. Like here, this is a 331.
55 331, supposedly the first year that they made like 4-barrel.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It does not have the bell housing as part of the block like it does on some.
Yep.
I have a bell housing that I think is the right one for it.
Yep.
A set of valve covers that don't have any script on them that they're telling me is way rarer than ones that say firepower or whatever on them.
They were usually industrial. They were usually in that kind of stuff, so could very well be. But this is just one of the spots that you got a few of your cool cars stashed at. Indeed, these cars were in a storage unit or building that Todd rented, and at one time it used to be, I think he said, a chicken coop or something of that form. That's why it's well insulated, to say the least, and heavy-duty concrete floors. So these cars probably could get going pretty easily. And I never even showed you guys the cars that Todd had in his barn that were running driving cars because just ran out of time. I mean, he had a 73 Camaro running driving, he had some trucks, he had all kinds of cool stuff, including these engines. And just so neat to see such a wide variety of high performance engines. I think he even had one or two 427s in there. But it's definitely neat to see. I hope you enjoyed the video. That's the last one from Todd's collection. These cars really aren't for sale that are in the, I think it used to be a chicken coop of some form. But these cars aren't for sale as of right now. If they are, I'll update my social media. And yeah, I mean, he has a few cool ones really stashed away. And I never even showed you guys the stuff that's out in his actual storage building. He has like a Motion Camaro and some stuff. So maybe that will be in an upcoming video. We are just about finishing up on the list on pricing on the cars that are for sale. I'll be posting that also on my social media. But if you guys have any comments or questions, let me know in the description below. I'm still planning on doing probably a live stream here at the end of the month. And of course, a new video every Monday. So I'll talk to you all soon. Stay safe and see you soon.